ever find yourself feeling completely alone, even when you're surrounded by people? Loneliness and sadness touch all of us at some point, and they can be overwhelming. But remember, you're not alone in feeling this way. Loneliness is something everyone experiences. It doesn't matter how old you are, what your background is, or where you live. Sometimes it's the quiet after a busy day or just a persistent feeling of emptiness. Have you ever wondered why we feel this way? And more importantly, how can we navigate through these tough times? Often people say, you should be happy, you have everything you need. But loneliness isn't about what's around us, it's about what's inside us. You can feel alone in a crowded room or even when you're with family. It's a deep sense of disconnection that can make you feel misunderstood or invisible. But acknowledging these feelings is the first step toward healing. If you're feeling isolated or going through a challenging period, it's important to know that you're not alone. We're here to find the light in the darkness and to pave a path toward brighter days together. Here, we'll share stories of resilience, practical tips, and the science behind our emotions. This is a safe space where your feelings are valid and your journey matters. Whether it's a fleeting moment or a prolonged state, loneliness and sadness are part of being human, but they don't have to define us. By understanding and addressing these emotions, we can find our way back to joy, connection, and hope. Loneliness can come from many places. Maybe you moved to a new city and you don't know anyone yet. Or perhaps you lost someone close to you, and their absence feels like a void in your life. Sometimes it's not about what's happening outside, but what's happening inside us. Maybe you've been feeling disconnected from yourself or unsure about your path in life. These feelings can make us withdraw even more, creating a cycle that feels hard to break. It's important to remember that it's okay to feel this way. Everyone experiences these feelings at some point. What matters is how we respond to them. Taking small steps to reach out to others, even when it feels difficult, can make a big difference. Building connections and finding activities that bring us joy can help us start to feel better. Talking about our feelings with someone we trust can also be very healing. Whether it's a friend, a family member, or a therapist, sharing our experiences can lighten the emotional load we carry. It can also help us realize that we're not alone in our struggles. Let's take this journey together, uncovering the roots of loneliness and sadness, and discovering ways to heal and thrive. Brighter days are ahead, and you're not alone on this path. Loneliness and sadness are emotions that everyone feels at some point in their lives. But what exactly are they, and why do they affect us so deeply? Loneliness is more than just being alone. It's a feeling of being disconnected from others, even when you're with people. It's the sense that no one truly understands you, or that you have no one to turn to. This feeling can arise from many situations: moving to a new place, losing a loved one, or even just feeling out of sync with those around you. Understanding why we feel lonely or sad is the first step in addressing these feelings. Loneliness often stems from unmet social needs. We all need meaningful connections with others to feel valued and understood. When these needs aren't met, we can start to feel isolated. Sadness, on the other hand, is often triggered by specific events or losses. It's our mind's way of processing and responding to these situations. It's important to recognize that these feelings are a normal part of life. Everyone experiences them, and they don't mean that something is wrong with you. They are signals from our mind and body that we need to take care of ourselves, reach out to others, and find ways to reconnect with what brings us joy and purpose. Sadness, on the other hand, is a natural emotional response to loss, disappointment, or other challenging situations. It's a heavy feeling that can weigh us down and make it hard to see the positives in life. While it's normal to feel sad sometimes, prolonged sadness can lead to depression, which is more serious and requires attention. These emotions are closely linked to our mental and physical health. When we feel lonely or sad, our bodies can react in ways that affect our well-being. We might feel tired all the time, have trouble sleeping, or lose interest in things we used to enjoy. Over time, chronic loneliness and sadness can even weaken our immune systems, making us more susceptible to illness. In understanding loneliness and sadness, we also learn that they are not permanent states. They can be managed and overcome with the right strategies and support. By acknowledging these emotions and understanding their roots, we take the first step toward healing and finding happiness again. Understanding the common triggers of loneliness and sadness can help us recognize and address them when they appear in our lives. These triggers vary from person to person, but there are some common situations that often lead to these feelings. One major trigger is life transitions. Moving to a new city, starting a new job, or even changing schools can make us feel uprooted and isolated. These changes disrupt our routines and can make it hard to find a sense of belonging in a new environment. It's normal to feel lonely during these times as we adjust and try to form new connections. Relationship issues are another significant trigger. This includes the end of a romantic relationship, the loss of a loved one, or even conflicts with friends or family. These events can leave us feeling heartbroken and alone. The people we care about play a big role in our sense of security and happiness. When those relationships are strained or end, it's natural to feel a deep sense of loss and loneliness. Social isolation is a common trigger, especially in our modern world. The COVID-19 pandemic, for example, forced many of us into isolation, limiting our interactions with others. Even in non-pandemic times, social media can create a false sense of connection. We might have hundreds of online friends but still feel lonely because these connections lack depth and genuine interaction. Another trigger is feeling different from those around us. This can happen if you have different interests, beliefs, or backgrounds compared to the people in your community or workplace. Feeling like you don't fit in can lead to loneliness and sadness, as it's hard to connect with others when you feel misunderstood or out of place. Health issues can also trigger these emotions. Chronic illnesses, disabilities, or mental health conditions like anxiety and depression can make it challenging to maintain social connections. These conditions can make us feel isolated from others who don't share the same experiences or understand what we're going through. Lastly, personal setbacks such as losing a job or facing financial difficulties can lead to feelings of loneliness and sadness. These challenges can shake our confidence and make us withdraw from social interactions, fearing judgment or pity from others. Recognizing these triggers is the first step in addressing the feelings of loneliness and sadness they cause. By understanding the sources of our emotions, we can take proactive steps to manage them and seek support when needed. Whether it's reaching out to friends, finding new hobbies, or seeking professional help, there are ways to cope with these triggers and regain a sense of connection and happiness. Finding hope and joy when you're feeling lonely and sad might seem impossible, but it's within your reach. It starts with small steps and positive habits that can make a big difference over time. One powerful habit is journaling. Writing down your thoughts and feelings can help you process what you're going through. It's a safe space to express yourself without judgment. Try writing about your day, your emotions, and any positive moments you experienced. Over time, you'll start to see patterns and gain insights into your feelings. Another effective habit is practicing gratitude. Each day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. They can be big or small. Maybe it's a kind gesture from a friend, a beautiful sunset, or simply having a warm cup of coffee in the morning. Focusing on the positives can shift your mindset and help you appreciate the good things in your life. Connecting with others is crucial for finding hope and joy. Reach out to friends, family, or even join support groups. Sharing your experiences and hearing others' stories can make you feel less alone. It's comforting to know that others understand what you're going through and that you have a support system. If you're finding it hard to connect with people in person, consider joining online communities. There are many groups and forums where people share similar experiences and offer support. It's a great way to build connections, even if you're physically isolated. Engaging in activities that bring you joy is also important. Think about what makes you happy and try to incorporate it into your daily routine. It could be a hobby, like painting, gardening, or playing a musical instrument. These activities can provide a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Sometimes professional help is necessary. Therapy can be incredibly beneficial in helping you understand and manage your emotions. A therapist can provide you with tools and strategies to cope with loneliness and sadness. Don't hesitate to seek help if you need it. It's a strong and positive step toward healing. Listening to personal stories of resilience can be very inspiring. Hearing how others have overcome their struggles can give you hope and new ideas for coping. Remember, everyone's journey is different, but you can learn a lot from others' experiences. Remember to be kind to yourself. It's okay to have bad days and to feel down sometimes. Treat yourself with the same compassion you would offer a friend. Self-care is not selfish. It's necessary for your well-being. Lastly, set small, achievable goals for yourself. It could be as simple as going for a walk each day or trying a new recipe. Achieving these small goals can boost your confidence and give you a sense of accomplishment. Thank you for joining us on this journey to understand and overcome loneliness and sadness. Remember, you're not alone, and brighter days are ahead. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with others who might benefit from it. We'd also love to hear your thoughts and experiences, so feel free to leave a comment below. Your voice matters, and sharing can help others feel less alone too. Take care, and see you in the next video.